Set numbers 76426 and 76430 are the Hogwarts, Boathouse and the Owlery, and both these sets were released on March the 1st here in the UK, and I thought they were slightly steeply priced, and I did manage to pick them up over the last week or so for a very discounted price, which was really nice. I thought I'd get both of them and crack them both open. And in case you're wondering about the boats, they do not float, apparently. And you can also see that there is the new paper bags in both of these sets, and one of the builds for the Owlery actually looks like an owl, which I thought was quite a nice little Easter egg that was obviously deliberately put in there. There's the two of the builds side by side, and before we get into the builds, I want to go into the minifigures that come with both of these sets. 5 minifigures in the Boathouse set, and 4 of them are students, and they don't have their coloured robes yet because it's prior to them being sorted into their houses. So they come with their black robes, and Hermione has that new skirt print piece as well, and that's a really nice touch that goes over the top of the legs, and that is their 4 dual moulded expressions. And I really like the Dean Thomas figure, a new skin piece for him, and I think the Finn hair piece from Lego Star Wars, a really nice touch, and the boats really nicely done. Hermione does have to go in the front because of the skirt piece. She can't go at the back, and the actual lamp is used with a little sausage piece that is black to dangle over the edge. Professor McGonagall looks great. I think this is a really nice print on her piece, and I do like the printed tile that comes with it. Next up is the figures from the Owlery, and you've got Cho Chang, who also has one of those little skirt pieces as well, and she's got a new skin tone on this particular model, which I think is a much better suit. You've also got Harry with his very recognisable gothic Goblet of Fire hair, and my pick out is Argus Filch, and I think he's got some fantastic printing, including on his back, and there is the dual moulded expressions for all 3 characters. On to the builds now. Some nice touches on the Boathouse, it has to be said, and little Easter eggs I'll walk you through. I do wish, however, that there was a bit more shrubbery on the sides of the building, and particularly on the roof. As you can see, a couple of leaves on that side, but only one on the other side. And as you come around here, you can see the flames that are attached to the front of the Boathouse. You can see Hedwig as well, and if I pull out the side piece, you can also see Neville's toad, Trevor, and that is a nice little Easter egg that can be hidden away. And both of these pieces, both these 2 sets actually come with spiders that attach to the side of the wall, and I'm wondering if the Great Hall will also have one as well, given that that is the sort of set that will attach to both of these sets. You can see the oars from the boats as well can be hung on the inside of the Boathouse, and it does make me wonder whether I could recreate the Lucius and Voldemort scene in my own leisure time. And you've also got the portrait piece in this particular set, 1 portrait per both sets, and that brings me on nicely to the Owlery. And there's certainly a lot of thought and potentially discourse online as to the snowy effect that seems to cover the entirety of the Owlery. Yes, it is from the Goblet of Fire, and yes, it is a very icy, snowy scene when we see it, but these little clips that hang over the edge, it's a thought online that these are actually the owl's droppings rather than any snow. The exterior of this building is really nice, and I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't a 360 build, but some of the pieces on the inside are really nice touches, including, you can see the portrait there of Rowena Ravenclaw. There's owls scattered throughout, as well as the lights on the top there, and you'll be able to see a couple of letter pieces as you move further down into the building. And the very bottom is something that I really like, and it's something that is on a rotated axle, and you can spin it around. You can see you've got some owl treats there along with the owl itself, and a couple of other knickknacks as well. So it's really nice how they've done it. Could they have done a staircase that sort of swiveled in here? That's something that I wondered. Certainly if the build was a little bit bigger, I think you could have potentially done a staircase and had Harry and Cho on there Value for money wise, I'm not sure I would have been particularly thrilled about paying £40 for this set and £32 for the Boathouse. However, getting them at a significantly discounted rate, I am actually pretty pleased with how these have turned out. And I've done a video all about price per piece on the channel a week or so ago, so go and check that out if you haven't already, because that is certainly one of the things that you would say about this set. However, the Boathouse, whilst it was £32, you do get 5 minifigures, so generally you could say that is a pretty good deal. It does leave me wondering now whether or not I create a snowy scene with some of my white base plates underneath this particular model, and I've definitely got a thought about where I could best use them, including in a potential Hogsmeade mock. And it does leave me thinking, can I go and grab the Great Hall set now before the end of the year to combine these two sets? And if you're a Lego Harry Potter fan, make sure you are following or subscribed so you don't miss any of the goodness coming on the channel in the next couple of months.